Hey guys, this is Jeremy. Here we are back at Chengdu International Airport. And today I'm going to take you to see the world's first C919 large aircraft. And we're going to have this first-hand experience of what it's like inside this large aircraft that is made in China. Come on, let's go. So C919 is still at the test flight stage. So today's experience is not some normal, regular boarding process. So it might require some extra steps. For example, you can see here's the temporary pass, and I have this reflective vest, which is pretty standard for security, and also this pretty special boarding pass. It says, "Welcome aboard the world's first C919 large aircraft from Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport to Chengdu Tianfu International Airport." So this is my first time. That's right, it's my another first time. That's why I love my job, because I can always have some pretty special first-time experience. All right now I'm on the tarmac of Tianfu International Airport. In just a few minutes, the world's first C919 large aircraft will be landing on International Airport for the first time. It's pretty cold outside, but everybody is warming up for this grand event, and I can't wait.
东方拐八栋3天府机坪，欢迎国产大飞机 C919首次飞抵天府机场，国之重器展翅腾飞，祝您验证飞行顺利。
The C919 aircraft with the Chinese seal logo landed slowly, passed through the water gate, and finally made its debut at Tianfu International Airport. The C919 is 38 meters long with a wingspan of 35.8 meters and a height of about 12 meters. It is slightly larger than Boeing 737 and Airbus 320. They are the two classic single-aisle airplanes. The list price of the C919 is about 99 million US dollar, which is about 650 million yuan. The Watergate ceremony got its name from the fact that when two or more fire engines spray water on both sides of the plane, a Watergate will appear. This ceremony carries a symbolic meaning of welcoming its arrival by washing away the dust. It is a high-level etiquette in international civil aviation, which is often used to honor retired senior pilots, air traffic controllers, and the first or the last flight of an airline. Many new aircraft will pass through the Watergate after their first landing, and some countries will also use it when welcoming foreign leaders.
Right now, I'm actually standing right next to this large aircraft C919. You can see there's a Chinese seal with 4 Chinese characters, 全球首架. On the right side is its English translation. It means the world's first C919 aircraft. All right, we're finally able to board the plane. Now let's go check out the inside of the aircraft. Okay. What does the name C919 mean? Well, C stands for the first letter of both China and Comac. 9 in Chinese culture means 长长久久, which means long-lasting. And 19 means the maximum capacity of this aircraft is 190 people. See, we got this operating system that's all Chinese. The setting language is Chinese. Here it's got many different functions. Here you can see there's a lighting system. We got different kind of mode. For example, the taking off, landing mode, a crucial mode, breakfast, dinner mode, sleep mode, and light flight mode. We got very different kind of mode for you to set your light. We can see that inside the airplane, the operating system, they are all Chinese, and even the system in the cockpit, the pilot, they are all using Chinese to command the airplane. So unlike Boeing or Airbus, this aircraft has both Chinese and English systems. So for Chinese pilots, they don't have to learn English to operate the plane anymore. So it's very easy for Chinese pilot to fly this plane. You can see this. It's a classic layout of the single-aisle airplane. In the first class cabin, we have 2+2 layout, and in the economy class cabin, we have 3+3 layout. We can see the main color of the airplane is gray. It's kind of gray, and I can still smell this new airplane kind of smell, which got me very interested. Compared with the normal airplane, the seat is thinner than the regular airplane seat. And so that will create more space for passengers. And I can stretch my leg like this. It's very spacious. When you want to get some rest, you can adjust the pillow legs back and they can have a good rest like this. And you can recline like this, like a normal airplane, to get a good rest. It's got a very good experience and I feel very comfortable, and which got me kind of sleepy right by sitting on it. And I believe when I really get on the board as a real passenger, I can have a good rest on the airplane.
But wait, before I fall asleep, do you know who has ordered C919 so far? There's already one order that has been delivered. As of November 2022, COMAC has received order for 1,115 C919s. And with customers including domestic and international airlines such as Air China, China Eastern Airlines, China Southern Airlines, Hainan Airlines, and a number of domestic and international aircraft leasing companies.
Well, this is an overhead compartment. The height is relatively lower than a normal airplane, so even when someone is pretty short, they can still reach the handle and see it lower down gradually, very slowly, so it will help protect your head.
Speaking of luggage, do you know how far the C919 can fly? Well, the maximum flight range of this aircraft can be up to 5,555 kilometers, to be more precise. In China, from east to west, the maximum distance can be up to 5,200 kilometers. Well, from north to south, the maximum distance can be up to 5,500 kilometers, which means this flight range can cover pretty much most cities in China. As for the international routes, this flight range can pretty much cover the distance between Beijing and Singapore.
可以通过它自己的这样体感度，那么我们乘务员之前会帮他们调试好，那什么样子的温度在什么样子的天气环境中，那是相对比较舒适的，那么我们就可以给它调节到相应的温度，包括舒适的时间长短也可以根据实际的需要的不同，那也可以进行相关的调节，那是这个是有这样一个比较特别的这么一个地方。
Well, I've been noticing a lot of people has been discussing whether the C919 is entirely made in China. Well, in fact, for a large aircraft, from the process of development to production and to assembly, not a single country or enterprise in the world can cover the entire process. For example, Airbus's aircraft giant A380, it has over 4 million parts and components, which are from over 30 countries in the world. And for this model, C919, over 60% of the parts and components are made in China. And the design of the plane model and the assembly are both finished domestically. So from that perspective, I can definitely see that aircraft C919 can be called made in China. That's how I wrap up my amazing experience here in Tianfu International Airport. I've also got this interesting souvenir here, this new model of aircraft C919. Well, this new aircraft is scheduled to be put into commercial operation in early 2023, and it will be starting from Beijing and Shanghai. Well, do you want to take this aircraft in one of your trips next year? Or what else do you want to know about this aircraft? Leave a message and let me know. This is Jeremy, and I'll see you in the plane.
June 27th, 2021 is a special day for Chengdu, a major city in southwest China. After 5 years of development, the Chengdu Tianfu International Airport will officially open. Today, Chengdu will become the third city in China with 2 international aviation hubs, after Beijing and Shanghai. The inland areas of Western China are about to welcome in a new chapter of direct participation in the global industrial division through this new aviation link. The opening up of Western China is about to take on new wings. I'm very lucky to be invited personally to witness this important milestone in both Chengdu and China's development.
Hi guys, it's me, Scott from London in the UK again. Lots of you know already, but I've been living in Chengdu, China now for 9 years, and today is a really exciting day because today the brand new Chengdu Tianfu International Airport is about to open up. So right now it's early in the morning and I'm about to go and meet a pilot friend who is one of the lucky pilots who's going to open this new airport. Let's grab a taxi. Going to be a brand new reason for people to come and enjoy this place.
Tianfu International Airport covers an area of 50 square kilometers with 4 terminals and 6 runways. The annual passenger volume is expected to reach 120 million, and the annual cargo volume is expected to reach 2.8 million tons. Currently, there are 3 airline companies building their bases here, and Diego is working for one of them.
Okay, so it's now almost 6 a.m. in the morning and I've just arrived here at the brand new crew apartment building just outside the new Tianfu International Airport. So this massive building which we've got here houses over 300 apartments, which is the residency of the captains, the co-pilots and all of the stewardesses and crew before they take their flights.
And we're just going to have a look and see if Diego's in here. Oh, you're awake. Morning.
I'm a little bit busy. You can come in and have a look.
Perfect, thank you. This is Diego, an Italian pilot who's been flying now for over 40 years. Now, for the last 3 years, he's been living in China, and now is the captain of China Eastern Airlines, one of the 3 major airlines in China. What do you keep inside them?
Well, actually, normal stuff, what you would bring in an overnight stay, plus something technical. For example, passport, of course. Then my ID card.
Yep.
Necessary, otherwise I will not go through. And of course, my working iPad. I have everything, all my knowledge here as a backup, plus the flight plan preparation.
Okay, we can see that the bus departs from this building an hour and 20 minutes. They have to go and do all of their alcohol tests and their blood pressure tests downstairs, and also have a 25-minute briefing before they take the flight. So actually, they're on quite a tight schedule, even from the minute they wake up. Captain Spectacular ready, very handsome in his suit. If you have 2, then it means you are a flight cadet. If you have 3, it means you are a co-pilot. And if you have 4, just like Diego has here, it means that you are the captain. You need to have at least 2,000 flying hours under your belt, which is about 5 years of experience. Now Diego here, he actually has over 12,000 flying hours to his name, so more than qualified for today's flight. With nearly 800 aircraft making 3,000 takeoffs and landings every day, the company ranks 7th among all airlines in the world.
So we're in the crew apartment building here, and apart from having over 300 rooms and an awesome canteen, they also have extra facilities such as a fitness center as well. Dinner. Thank you. Morning. Is this your first time here?
Yes, for me and for everybody. Look, it's like the start of something great and new. It's very nice.
It is. There's a real buzz about it. How do you feel about today anyway?
It's very, very exciting.
Yeah?
A very exciting, significant day, yes.
Awesome. Check-up area, okay? So this is really important because before every single flight, they have to make sure that they are checked to make sure they're healthy to fly. Now, the first thing is, of course, we do an alcohol test because within 24 hours, they are not allowed to consume alcohol. Otherwise, their flight will be cancelled.
I should if I would be drinking, but personally, I never drink. So for me, no change.
You never drink?
Never.
Is that normal for pilots?
I think, yes, it's pretty normal. At least as far as I know, in China, basically no pilot is drinking.
Really?
And that is one of the many reasons why the safety standard in China is so high.
So we're in a really important place now, and as you can see right away around me, we have more than 10 kind of small meeting spaces. Now this is really important. What we've got here is the flight crew and the cabin crew. So as you can see, this table of people here obviously is for a relatively small plane, relatively speaking, maybe 100 passengers. So we've got 5 cabin crew, we've got 1 safety personnel, and we've got our 3 pilot crew who are having a meeting here.
So, TFU, Chengdu to Shanghai. This is the inaugural flight for China Eastern from Tianfu International Airport. We've got the whole big team here, a big assembly of people, roughly 20. They're really putting a full effort into this flight today. The first flight for China Eastern from Chengdu Tianfu International Airport to Shanghai.
So Diego is now ready to get on the bus and go to the airport to catch his flight. From here in the crew building, it's really close. It's just a 5-minute bus ride and he's there. Okay, so we've just got off the bus, so we're here now on the tarmac. This is actually Tianfu International Airport. I'm touching it. We've been seeing this for years, and we're finally here. Just look around you. It's massive. Honestly, I'm going to take you around right here. Just around. This place is humongous. And to celebrate today, we've got China Eastern's biggest, sexiest, brightest plane, the China International Expat Special Edition plane right here. It's a Boeing 777.
I examine how worried the tire.
Yeah.
I kind of measure visually how much tread the tires have, because I want to be sure that every single tire is in good condition.
We've just completed what is called the aeroplane walk-around inspection, and this is something particularly done by the captain and the co-pilots themselves. That old school feeling of just seeing with your own eyes, like he said, the tread on the tires, etc., making sure everything looks right so that when you fly this baby into the sky, you know that she's going to get you and your passenger crew there safely.
We all check independently, so it's very redundant. I check, the maintenance checks, the pilot checks, so there is a redundancy of the check that is very, very safe. Yes, I've been in about 25 countries flying in many airports in my 40 years of career. First flight from a new airport, something really exceptional. I'm excited but not nervous. Flying that we have two pilots in the cockpit, the captain and the first officer. One reason why is because everything we do, every single action, every single button we press, we have to check it.
Today, there will be a total of 8 flights participating in the maiden flights event. The T1 and T2 terminals of Tianfu International Airport will be officially put into operation at Phase 1, which will achieve 320,000 aircraft takeoffs and landings per year.
One characteristic of China is the extremely high standard that you have professionally. There is for a high standard is including zero tolerances to mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Diego. Our flight is the first flight taking off from the biggest hub in Southwest area, Chengdu Tianfu Airport, with the highest 4F level air harbor, to Shanghai Hongqiao Airport.
今天这是我们的飞机上的菜单。
好，谢谢。Panda cheesecake. So we got Sichuan specialty sausage. But something maybe that not everybody knows is that the pilots, and obviously we're looking with Diego today, very importantly is that the captain and the co-pilot, they always have to have different meals, because if there's a problem with some of the food in one of them, or even if there was some kind of, poison or whatever, something to upset their system, they have to be sure that the co-pilot and the captain have different meals to make sure the plane always has a safe person to operate it. How cool is that, honestly? If anybody understands Chengdu's history, Sanxindui is something that's really going to appear there.
After Tianfu International Airport is put into operation, the markets and resources of the Chengdu-Chongqing dual city area, which is located in the heart of southwestern China, will form an intra-regional hub like the other two major urban agglomerations of Beijing, Tianjin, Hebei, and the Yangtze River Delta and Greater Bay Area. Chengdu, which is the best hub city connecting China, Europe, and Southeast Asia, not only has the direct China-Europe railway, but the global aviation network is also gradually spreading, leading to the world market. Diego is on the most fertile soil for his career development.
So this is really exciting to celebrate the arrival of the first flight for China Eastern to Shanghai from Tianfu International Airport. We've just gone through the grand display, which is a double water cannon.
I never expected to enjoy such an incredible welcoming ceremony. Using fire engines to create a water gate for the planes to pass through is the highest honor in the entire international civil aviation industry. So I really feel truly lucky to have experienced it.
So thank you very much to Diego for flying us here to Shanghai. He can now go and rest. He has no more responsibilities today. But as we've arrived in Shanghai, which has obviously two international airports, Pudong and Hongqiao, it just kind of makes me really think about the future for Chengdu now that they've got the second international airport as well. You know, Shanghai is a big world famous city, and the advance and the development from, you know, economies and lifestyle and speed, etc., from having to really makes me excited about the future of Chengdu and its 20 million population in the city now that the Tianfu International Airport is open. So let's look forward to the future. Honestly, congratulations Chengdu, congratulations to your new airport. Bring on the future, and I can't wait to go back and fly there soon. So dear friends, thanks a lot. See you soon.
So we're now at Chengdu International Airport, one of the largest international airports in China. Tianfu Airport has been in operation for a year and has racked up over 90,000 successful takeoffs and landings, with more than 10 million passengers traveling through. Since its opening, everything has been right on track.
Hey guys, it's Vicky here. I'm on the street. This is all the in-flight meals of Chengdu Tianfu International Airport companies located in. I've had so many times of these in-flight meals, but today, this is the first time for me to see what the cooking process is like.
There are 3 food catering companies serving airlines at Chengdu Tianfu Airport. These airlines need to provide catering services to 32 domestic and foreign airlines around the clock. They currently service 857 flights per day.
And this one today we're visiting, they already have 4 trucks of ingredients prepared for today's meal. And we're gonna go with these trucks inside and take a look. So before this truck full of ingredients entering this building, they have to disinfect each of these trucks to make sure it's hygiene and ready to enter.
Here is the central kitchen for one of these producers of airline food. Its 13,000 square meters area has a daily catering capacities of 14,500 servings and a cooking staff of more than 320 people.
We need to get changed before entering the whole producing department. And I guess I'll just follow them. So now security check, your hair web. Make sure you cover every single hair of it. So now we're going through the second security check.
Airline food is known for its safety. It earned this reputation by standardizing its production processes. Everything in the production workshop operates with extremely complexity.
Okay.
661 pounds of meat, 584 pounds of fruits, 837 pounds of vegetables, and 441 pounds of rice are the ingredients required to make 6,000 servings of aviation food for today.
像我们的猪肉啊、牛肉啊、肉制品类，我们都要检测它这个肉制品检测合格证，我们才说包括这个动物检测合格证明。
Now we're testing the temperature of the meat. 多少度是合格的呢？8度以上。
The person in charge of acquiring these ingredients is Liu Zhenxing, Deputy General Manager of meal production. He has worked in airline food production for 15 years.
这苹果要拿去切开，挑的那个，挑几个切，包括这个橙子，外面很好看，但是它里面呢，有时候有个冻伤了，被烂掉了，我们要把它切开来检查一下。像这个，我们都经过这个农产检测合格以后，我们才从它验收把它收进来。
Even the company has signed the contract with the food suppliers, but before it's been sent to make the in-flight meals, it has to do this last checkup themselves carefully again.
快点验货啊！快点验收，这个温度好高这里。
Everyone's like busy running around because they have to get their work done before 9 to transfer all these fresh ingredients to a cooler place to keep it fresh. These ones are for the raw meat, and this is for the vegetables. So you could see these stuff inside. What they have been doing all day is just, cutting the fresh meat and fresh vegetables into different shapes. So on my right hand side, they are the cold dishes workshop. Wow, it smells so nice. Cute freshly made panda cakes. You all know that Chengdu is the hometown of the pandas. She's doing right here. These are the fresh baked bread. There are cheese and chili powder on it. And these ones are the hot dishes workshop. So next we're going there to take a look. Guys, look at this. This is, I think it is bigger than my face and it's taller than me. You know what this is? Let me tell you, this is the soul for Chinese style food. This is our peach and bean paste. For like different regions and countries and cities, you have like a specific taste to certain dishes. In Chengdu, you have like this based on these main ingredients, bean paste. So you have the spicy umami taste on the dish. I feel like this is crazy, the pot. It's like this huge. 你在炒什么呀？
意大利肉酱，
这么多是多少人份的呀
，240份左右。
为什么就是西餐的锅是方的，然后我们中餐的锅是圆的呀？
因为西餐用的是那个电锅嘛，它是用电的，然后我们中餐是用燃气的。西餐用电的话好控制温度一点，那个中餐嘛，它用那个火它要大一点，然后就是说炒出来的口感要好一点。
Smells really good.
Chinese food is difficult. You need to pay close attention to both the color and the flavor. So Chinese food is hard to do for airline food purposes. Liu Anhui, 35, is head chef in charge of hot food production and has 12 years of experience. No one knows better the difference between airline food and ordinary meals.
航空配餐一般选择无骨无刺的原料，也很少使用像洋葱或者大蒜、韭菜一类口味比较重的原料。中心温度的测量，就是保证每一块肉真正温度已经达到了，保证可以食用。旅客在空中受气压和湿度的影响，它的味觉偏迟钝。在飞机上会进行第二次加热，为了使这个口感口味各方面能达标，所以说我们在这个汁水上会比正常的餐饮稍微多一点。
The time from production to consumption should not exceed 24 hours. Therefore, the completed meal sets need to be rapidly cooled to ensure quality and facilitate distribution. Ensuring the standardization of airline food production is the job of airline food researcher Wang Sisi.
装餐5要素、排秤、测温枪、表格、菜谱，这个就是我主要的工作内容，制作这个菜谱。然后我们首先会制作一份我们的手样出来，后面的员工根据这份手样来进行装配。比如说我们的米饭的克重会严格按照我们的菜谱内容来进行装配，然后我们的菜品多少，我们的汁水多少，还有就是配菜多少，都是按照我们菜谱有严格的规定。
So this whole standardization, it actually requires a lot of skills. You see these two broccolis? It has to be exactly the same grams as required on the recipe. So if it's heavier, they will just actually cut the extra part off.
Due to different countries' eating habits and preferences, airline food research teams design new backup meals every month. How else would you be able to order food more suitable to your own palate on a plane?
I found something interesting. This recipe for some special meals. So vegetarian, vegan meal, and you have baby meal, and you have like meal designed for different religions. And there's like low salt meal, and there's gluten-free meal, and a lot of other. In total of around 20, and the customer can actually let the airline company know in advance and prepare these special meals for us. We have the staff counting if all the amount are correct, and the food will be sent to this cold chain car. So did you see this transformation of the coaching truck we just see? We have to transfer all the in-flight meals in advance, 40 minutes in advance before the plane takes off. And you could see everyone's getting busy. People are getting luggage inside the plane, and you have delivery guys. Everyone's getting ready for their duty for the planes to take off.
For this year's summer and autumn seasons, Chengdu Tianfu International Airport is operating 229 routes to 156 airports in 154 cities and requires the dedicated work of more than 8,000 people of different types of background roles every day to run smoothly.
After today, I've actually seen there's so much effort for everyone to put up one single flight, and there's so many people behind it. And that's it. This is our whole episode with these in-flight meals for today. And this is Vicky. I'll see you next time. Bye bye guys.
See? Right here. Why did they choose Chengdu? This year, Airbus plans to invest 6 billion yuan in the construction of its first aircraft lifecycle service center outside of Europe, which means that Chengdu's ability to provide maintenance services for global aircraft will be greatly enhanced.
So today, I'm going to introduce to you guys a very promising job in Chengdu. Yes, that's right, maintenance service. And today is my first day as a maintenance crew member at Tianfu International Airport.
After Beijing and Shanghai, Chengdu is the third city in the mainland of China to have 2 international airports. Within its first year of operation, Tianfu International Airport has seen more than 90,000 flights land and take off. And every takeoff and landing must be thoroughly checked by the maintenance staff.
Alright, this is kind of the most routine work of the day, and they have to conduct this fast inspection 1 hour before the departure. So 1 hour before the takeoff, they have to get standby to do this quick ground support.
航前如果是咱们机务的话，就是至少需要一个维修来对飞机进行那个绕机检查，飞机的外观有没有进行这种损伤，就是说碰撞啊、了机啊这种。 然后有没有发动机里面有没有吸入什么外来物？我们这个其实发动机是相当于是飞机的心脏，我们是要重点检查的。然后还需要一个放行人员对关键点进行复核复查，然后最终对这个飞机进行试航放行。
Generally, it requires 3 maintenance staff to release an airplane, and Huang Yuan is one of the engineers. It takes at least 3 to 5 years of work experience to do this job.
Alright, right now I'm on the tarmac of the airplane, and we can see right around me there are a lot of different types of cars. I don't know what they are exactly for.
这种叫行李升降车，大一点的飞机，比较高一点的飞机，就是把行李传送上去。客梯车就经常用到。
You see it right there? There's a hole right there, and on the ground there's a wheel. So the staff member can pull the pipe out of the wheel and connect to the wing of the plane. So that's how they conduct this refueling process.
In addition to maintenance work, before each takeoff, dozens of staff members need to closely cooperate in advance, and many tasks are rarely seen by us. For example, do you know how a plane gets onto a runway?
我们用的最多的这种飞机的一种牵引车，它就需要把那个飞机紧到滑行道上去。
Alright, right now I'm actually inside this little car, and we're about to push this airplane, and this airplane is about to depart. I'm so excited. This is my first time to do this. Right now the plane is about to take off. I don't know if I've noticed the details as a passenger. You can see the staff member, they are on the ground and they are waving their hands, trying to say goodbye to the passengers. Usually I would be inside the plane trying to wave it back. Now I'm actually on the ground, waving with them.
Currently, Chengdu Tianfu International Airport is operating 229 air routes. Nearly 100 staff of different types of work are required to maintain the daily operation of the airport. As for the maintenance staff, also known as the doctors of aircrafts, their types of work are far more complicated than what we have seen.
This area where I'm right now, this large area has been designated for building these giant hangars of each airline companies. This is where they're supposed to do their regular inspection and also spray the paint of the airplane on their body. Right now they are about to conduct the most complex part of the inspection work, which is called the regular inspection. It takes 22 people about 2 days to complete the work, so it's very intensive work.
In Chengdu, there are a total of 32 domestic and foreign airlines, and this airline alone has more than 400 maintenance personnel at Tianfu International Airport.
Now that the engine has been shut down, so Mr. Du is trying to plug the external power into the plane so the circuit of the plane can be energized.
事件中能够准时让他们干这个内窥。
Du Dewei has been engaged in maintenance work for 16 years, and he's the person in charge of this regular inspection.
我们飞机的运行涉及到航前、短停、航后的维护工作。每天飞机运行完了过后，我们航后落地会在基地站进行全面的、仔细的检查。现在我们目前看到的呢，就是在飞机运行到750飞行小时过后，要进行 A 检的一个检查。
Regular inspection is a comprehensive check of aircraft after long-term operation. The maintenance team will check or replace some parts according to regulations. The industry chain of manufacturing aerospace components spreads all over the world. But since Gartner Aerospace, the world's top manufacturer of aerospace components, has built its flagship factory in Chengdu, airlines here can actually choose products that are made in Chengdu, which greatly saves the cost of aircraft maintenance.
Alright, right now I'm inside the storage for aircraft materials. As far as I know, there are millions of components and parts in a single airplane, and in this storage there are more than 7,000 kinds of parts, and I'm going to help with this gentleman to collect the aviation materials for the inspection work. 好，谢谢。来，你好，这个是今天的航材。
The mechanical structure of an aircraft is complex. To conduct a comprehensive diagnosis and treatment of an aircraft, the check of the engine, the fuselage, the wings, and the cabin must all be completed by dedicated teams, requiring the collaboration of a dozen types of professional maintenance personnel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Even though they look almost the same, you still have to tell the difference by looking at the parts. So this kind of job is very detail-oriented. Right now I'm going to enter the cockpit, not as captain but as a maintenance crew member. Let's see what they're doing inside the cockpit. It's actually very narrow, and the cockpit inside is way smaller than I expected. I think it's just 2 to 3 square meters.
维修上确认 BAT 12电门松出，确认电门松出。OK， 这是电源面板35维修，确认电皮12的电压高于25.5，高于。
There are 2 staff members. They are conducting this inspection work. While doing the inspection work, one of the staff members he is reading each item of this manual book, and the other staff member is repeating and confirm that every step of the way has been checked thoroughly and carefully. So that's how they conduct this inspection work.
拿一个大远距离的吧，这个下面那个都会不用。
Yang Shugang is a senior engineer of aircraft engines. His main job is to check the inside of aircraft engines and detect problems that cannot be seen with naked eyes. So he's also called an aircraft physician.
我们主要是用这个探头，就是这里镜头探入到发动机内部，然后通过这个镜头传回图像，在我们显示器上进行观察。这都是高清探头，可以看到非常细微的一些。然后这个探头它还带有测量功能，可以测
测量它的缺陷的具体尺寸。最外面的这个就是发动机的风扇叶片，我们孔探的话一般不做检查这个，因为它能看得到。对，孔探工作主要是检查那些我们看不到的、外面看不到的、接触不到的叶片，里面会经过10几级的压气机，它通过叶片不断的把空气压缩，那里面的每一级叶片都是我们需要关注的，每一级它的那个长度不一样，最小的话，它有些发动机它最小的叶片可以达到5厘米，它很小啊。因为风扇叶片它也很多，然后转的话，我们也会每一个叶片都会详细看它，特别是叶根部分。叶根部分有些细小的裂纹，一定要特别注意。如果发现缺陷的话，就要去测量它的缺陷。就一般的话，可能就是2个小时，但多的话可能会有4、5个小时。
So it's a very intensive work, and it requires a lot of attention and a lot of efforts.
Aero engines are known as a pearl in the crown of modern industry. They are the highest end products in the field of equipment manufacturing and represent a country's technological strength and a comprehensive national power. Aero engine industry in Chengdu is gradually improving with 324 related registered companies operating here.
This is my next task, which is going to be very interesting. So I'm at the tarmac. I'm going to be doing the cleaning aircraft. You guys might have seen someone wash your cars before, but have you ever seen anyone wash aircraft? Me neither, and this is going to be my first time. All right, this is going to be the aircraft I'm going to be cleaning today. This heavy bucket contains a detergent. Back in the day with the old techniques, we have to use almost 20 tons of water to clean one aircraft. But right now, the technique has been upgraded, and all it takes is just 1 bucket of detergent, and you can do the trick. And it's very environmental friendly, and it saves a lot of resources. 我想问一下，就是为什么我们在清洗的时候不清洗这个轮胎呢？
因为清洗液它是有一些化学性质在里头的
啊，
它可能滴在这个轮胎啊、刹车还有这些管路上会造成一定的损伤啊。在清洗飞之前都会做一些提前的保护措施
啊，明白，它被腐蚀
伤到了轮胎
啊，明白。
起落架系统是对于我们起飞和着陆是非常重要的。
All right, I'm going to be starting my work right now.
这个位置是最难清洗的了。这个出来的尾烟的话，把这地方就是熏得很黑。然后那个轮胎甩的污水都是甩到那个位置了。还有就是蚊子啦、虫子啦，打那些血迹，所以说就是这个位置是最难清洗的。
你干这个干多长时间了呢？
我干了8年了。
哦，8年了。
最开始在那个沈阳朝鲜机场，后来在浦东机场干了6年，然后又到这儿来了，就是加起来有8年了吧。
All right, now you can see the engine is as shiny as baby skin, all because of my hard work.
As one of the 4 major cities in China with complete aircraft research and development capabilities, Chengdu, with its improved ecosystem, has an aerospace manufacturing industry with a scale of over 80 billion yuan, becoming home to manufacturing and research bases and core product suppliers of national large aircraft, as well as a global research and production center for civil aviation industry.
啊，终于洗完了，花了我3个小时。Right now it's almost 6:30. It takes 7 of us, me not included, more than 3 hours to complete the task. This cleaning work is not as funny as I thought it would be. It's actually very strenuous and tedious. So kudos to those staff members. And usually, for the staff member at airport, they will be busier at night compared to the daytime. 我们今天晚上的这清洗工作就算完成了吗？
没有，这一架完成了，然后还有一架还在等着我们。
还有一架啊？
对的，还有。
那你们晚上大概多早能收工啊？
差不多9点左右吧。
就是你们一般都是9点才要结束吗？
不，晚上凌晨几点钟？
凌晨啊。All right, that's how I wrap up my first day as a maintenance crew member at Tianfu International Airport. That's truly an interesting experience for me. Every safe travel is always accompanied by a lot of work. by a lot of people. So I'm very glad and honored to have this opportunity to present you guys what I saw today. If you have anything to say about aircraft or maintenance works, please leave a message and let me know. And it's Jeremy. Good night.